Just 60 meters now separating Soyuz from its home for the next 6 months at the International Space Station. You can see in the upper right-hand quadrant of this view from the television camera on the exterior of the Soyuz, the European Columbus Laboratory at the top, and catacorner to that on the opposite side, the Kibo segment.
Target is within 1 degree of the center.
The visiting vehicle officer in Mission Control, Heidi Poppelreiter, informing Flight Director Ginger Carrick that the Core's antenna has now been retracted as we close now to within 35 meters of docking. All systems continuing to be in excellent shape on this automated approach for the Soyuz TMA-17. The 3 crew members in their Sokol launch and entry suits are in the center section of the Soyuz vehicle that you see moving in on its final approach for docking. The descent module is where Oleg Kotov is seated in the center seat. Soichi Noguchi is board engineer to his left. NASA astronaut T.J. Creamer to Kotov's right. And you can see at the center of this cross-haired camera view, the docking port on the nadir or Earth-facing side of the Zarya module. The U.S. segment of the International Space Station in the upper right-hand quadrant. In the lower left-hand quadrant, the rest of the Russian segment of the International Space Station, including the Progress 35 cargo craft in the lower left-hand corner of your screen that is docked at the moment to the Pirs docking compartment. The Soyuz about 25 meters away from docking to the International Space Station. You will see the automated rendezvous system on the Soyuz automatically correct itself to place the docking target of the Zarya module precisely in the middle of the crosshairs.
I can see the target clearly. It's centered, and the crosshairs are aligned. Copy. Pulsars, can you confirm the activation of the searchlight? Inaudible.
Less than 10 meters away, standing by for contact and capture of the International Space Station.
Expecting contact. 17. Contact. Capture confirmed.
Docking confirmed. At 4:48 p.m. Central Time, 1:48 a.m. Moscow time, as the TMA-17 spacecraft flew 220 miles just east of Rio de Janeiro. 3 new Christmas stockings are hung at the International Space Station. In Mission Control, the visiting vehicle officer reports to Flight Director Ginger Carrick that the docking probe is now beginning to retract as planned. Hooks and latches then will engage to form a hard mate between the 2 vehicles a short time from now, permitting the initiation of leak checks. Again, docking occurring at 4:48 p.m. Central Time, 1:48 a.m. Moscow time, 220 miles off the east coast of Brazil near Rio de Janeiro. And now you're looking inside the Zarya module of the International Space Station as Max Sarayev looks inside, and the hatch is now open. And now you see Soichi Noguchi entering the International Space Station following the first greetings between T.J. Creamer on the left, Oleg Kotov, and you see Max Sarayev looking at the camera with Noguchi right behind. The hatches again opened at 6:30 p.m. Central Time, 3:30 a.m. Moscow time. The newly arrived crew members, Kotov, Creamer, and Noguchi, have ducked momentarily back down into the Soyuz vehicle. The hatch was initially opened at 6:30 p.m. Central Time, will be reopened momentarily as the crew will formally greet one another to kick off a half year in orbit for the next trio of crew members comprising the Expedition-22 crew as they join Max Sarayev and Expedition Commander Jeff Williams. And coming down the Soyuz chimney, Soyuz Commander Oleg Kotov in the spirit of the holiday season, wearing a Santa hat, carrying a wreath for the residents, Jeff Williams and Max Sarayev.
Moscow on Space to Ground 1.
And the Christmas elf, T.J. Creamer, on board his home for the next half year. The crew definitely in the Christmas spirit as they have now joined Jeff Williams and Max Sarayev and will be setting up momentarily for the welcoming ceremony. And once again, the crew floats through the hatch from the Soyuz vehicle into the Zarya module of the International Space Station, led by Soyuz Commander Oleg Kotov, arriving on board for his second 6-month stint as a flight engineer, first for Expedition-22 and later as the commander of Expedition-23 come March. Soichi Noguchi from the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency. And T.J. Creamer. And the crew gathers now in the service module. There's your newly comprised trio, Kotov, Creamer, Noguchi, joined on the right by Max Sarayev and Jeff Williams, the space station commander.
How do you read us? This is ISS crew. Hello, dear guys, dear friends, we see you very well. Congratulations on the rejoining of the ISS crew and the Soyuz crew. I understand you will be meeting the new year together now, and on behalf of Mr. Permanov and myself, I would like to wish you best of luck, all the success in the world, completion of all the tasks that have been assigned to you, and with a great year. And I'm passing it over now to Mr. Gerstenmaier, and I wish you all the best.
Hello, this is Bill Gerstenmaier. It's great to see all you guys on orbit. Have a great Christmas, a good New Year. I can't think of a better family to have in space than you. I'm here with your family.